Hi guys, this is Crowd Investing. In this video, right, we will not do any of the analysis, but we will try to review what is the current stock market situations, and then we will see what we can do, and then with our portfolio to gain more profit once the stock market is starting to recover. I know that first of all, everyone is thinking I want to sell my stock and buy gold because the gold price is actually going up a lot. We can just try to see the gold price here. So let's see the gold price. You can see that the gold price is actually moving out quite a lot since there is a situation between the Ukraine and the Russia. So gold price is going out dramatically. But is it the very good chance to buy the gold? So we'll try to review this one. By doing this one, right, we'll try to compare the gold with our most famous is the S&P 500. Let's compare with the SPY, the ETF. I remove this one. Okay, let's see the last 5 years. Okay, in the last 5 years, right, the S&P 500 actually grew about 77.22%, and then the gold is only grew 29.18%. So it's actually gold is really underperformed between the with the S&P. So let's try to add in some more others that we can see. So let's try to add in the QQQ, the Nasdaq ETF, and then also the Dow Jones ETF. So you can see, right, in the last 5 years, right, the QQQ, the Nasdaq ETF is actually up 146%. Even Dow Jones is up 58%, but gold is actually very underperformed, only 29%. So do you think it's still good chance to buy the gold for the long term? But if you say for the short term, you also kind of miss the chance already because the price already going up. So that I would rather try to allocate my fund into these 3 ETF instead of buying the gold right now. So let's review what is the happening to the S&P 500 now. So let's look at the daily chart. Let's bring out our moving averages. Okay, from the moving averages, right, it's very obviously that the 50 MA is sloping down, and then it going to close down the 200 MA zone, already closed below 250 MA, and then very obviously that you can see we actually have the lower high and also the lower low, so that we can say that we are actually in the downtrend already. But if you look at the bigger time frame, the weekly chart, right, we are kind of like in the horizontal support here, surrounding here. Like we are tested one before, two, and then this is kind of horizontal support. So I will say that this is kind of the support here, but we do not know will the price continue to go down or not. So we have to observe first what is the situation continuing. So let's look at the ETF. Okay, this is Dow Jones. By looking at the daily, right, Dow Jones is also having the lower high and lower low, so it's also in the downtrend. But if you look at the weekly, it also in kind of the support now. Yeah, you see. So both ETF, both market, Dow Jones and the S&P is actually in the support now. So let's look at the third one, the Nasdaq. From the daily chart, right, Sam is obviously in the downtrend. Even the 50 MA already closed below 200 MA. Everything is sloping down now. So it is very obviously this actually the technology stock is actually down a lot since the January, I would say. So you can see that already down so much. So let's look at the weekly chart. In weekly chart, right, this one is actually kind of in some kind of the support now. You see that here is actually going up, tested one, then this is a second test, but this one also in 100 MA support now. So I believe that this is also kind of the support. So from here we can see that in SPY, DIA and QQQ, all three are actually in the support. So there is actually is a very good chance to purchase all this stock if you are thinking for the long term, because this tree is actually much better than the gold price, I would say. Okay, let's look at some of the stock that I personally purchased in the last 2 to 3 weeks. So let's look at the first one is Amazon. Okay, by looking at the calculator, right, I get the intrinsic value, right, the Amazon, right, I have two intrinsic value. The green color is for the aggressive intrinsic value. The blue color is a very conservative intrinsic value. You can see that if you are the aggressive, right, your intrinsic value is actually close to 4,005. If you are very conservative, right, the intrinsic value is around 3,668. So you can see that both are the current price of the Amazon, right, is only 2009. It's already below two of the intrinsic value. This is a very good chance. And then some more, now this also in the weekly horizontal support also. Let me change the color. Yep, also in the weekly horizontal support, it's a very good chance, very good price to buy. It's already below two of the intrinsic value already. So Amazon is definitely a good buy. Next one, Cougar. So what is the intrinsic value of Cougar? So Cougar, I calculate, right, the intrinsic value is actually very high. The aggressive intrinsic value is 3,757. Conservative intrinsic value is 3,488. It's below both of the intrinsic value. Some more in the weekly chart, right, the Cougar price is also stay around 50 MA in the weekly. It's also kind of the horizontal support here. Tested 1, tested 2, now going out then come back again. So Cougar is also a very good buy. I know that Amazon and the Cougar, their share price is like 2009 and 2006 is very high for those people to buy, but if you using the interactive broker, they allow you to buy the fractional share, which is you can buy 0.1 share. So if let's say 2,597, 0.1 share is only $259.7. It's a very affordable for the small retail investor. Next one, Microsoft. So for the Microsoft, right, I try to calculate the intrinsic value. Both the aggressive and the conservative are both in $343, and then current price is only 280. This also in the kind of the support now, you can see. So I would say that most of the technology stock are undervalued and then in the support right now. Next one is Facebook. Okay, Facebook actually got quite a lot of the drama history. They actually down a lot because of they invest heavily in their the new one is called Meta. So it's actually they spend a lot of the money. It's not yet earn the money, but not to worry. It's like few years ago, Amazon actually invest a lot in the Amazon cloud services, and then the time they also spent a lot of the money. Then now they are recovering, so it's really high profit now. So I think the Facebook will have the similar situations if their Meta business can be success. So for the Facebook, right, I try to calculate the intrinsic value. So the intrinsic value is about $403, and then right now it's only 187, which is very undervalued. For the weekly chart, right, you can see the Facebook kind to find the support in 200 MA, breaking a bit, then going out, breaking a bit, going out. Then this one already break, I will say, quite a lot already. So Facebook is actually very undervalued. It's like 50%. Let's see. Yeah, 54% undervalued now. So Facebook is a very good buy if you are interested and believe in the Meta business in the future. Let's look at the monthly chart of the Facebook. Monthly chart is also breaking the 50 MA. I would say it's very undervalued now. So if you believe in this Facebook, this is definitely will be the next game changer, I would say. Personally, I already bought quite a lot of the Facebook once it dropped to 50 MA in monthly chart. So I will not going to buy more because for the diversification purposes in my portfolio. So I will just continue to hold whatever that I have. Next one is Apple. So by looking at the weekly chart, right, Apple, the intrinsic value, if you are the aggressive one, is 155. If you are very conservative, is 140. So current price is around 154. So I would say that it's good to start to nibble a bit, not too much. Can buy the first stage you can start to buying. Let's look at our daily chart. Daily chart actually is quite nice also. You can see that it's currently in kind of the support resistance here. Previously this is a resistance, come down, then go up, break the resistance, support, come down, support, then now come down, support again. I would say that just nice that in 200 MA, also just nice that in the intrinsic value. If I'm the investor that are going to buy this one, I will maybe buy a 30% here. If it drop again to the weekly chart, I will possibly buy another 30% in 140, and then I'll buy again if it drop to 100 MA in weekly chart. Next one, Adobe, one of the most attractive stock, I would say. The intrinsic value of the Adobe, if you are the aggressive one, 619 is the intrinsic value, and then if you are the very conservative, 441 is the intrinsic value. So currently the price is only 416, which means it's already below 2 of the intrinsic value. I would say Adobe is a very good buy now. Some more, Adobe also is in the kind of the support level, tester 1, tester 2, now is third time here. Also is around the 150 and 200 MA in the weekly chart. Is a very undervalued at this moment, I would say. If it go back above, let's say imagine if from 416 just go back to intrinsic value, you already earn 33% already. So it's a very good buy at this current level. Next one, Nike is also one of the famous stock. So the intrinsic value of Nike, if you are the aggressive one, is 139, conservative intrinsic value is 128. So current Nike price is at 122, which means Nike, the current price is below 2 of the intrinsic value. Is a very attractive. Some more, it also stay around 150 MA in the weekly chart. I would say is Nike is a bit slightly breaking the support already. You see the support is actually here. Nike is breaking the support, going down the horizontal support, but stay around the 150 MA. If the Nike can go down again to this level, 200 MA in the weekly chart around 110, this will be the very good point to act more. Personally, I already have quite numbers of Nike, unless they go down to 110. If not, I will not continue buying Nike again. Next one, CRM, Salesforce. The Salesforce, right, the aggressive intrinsic value is 276, conservative intrinsic value is 200, current price is 197.9. So the current price is around the conservative intrinsic value, is also a very good buy. Also just nice that in the weekly chart, right, is also in the 200 MA in the weekly chart. Previously in the COVID crash, right, it also bounced up from the 200 MA in the weekly chart. So this is a very good level to try to start buying this very good stocks, the Salesforce. Okay, next one is Mastercard. Mastercard aggressive intrinsic value is 392, the conservative intrinsic value is 337, and then current price is 324.80 cents, so it's below 2 of the intrinsic value. Just nice that if you notice, Mastercard is actually having the bullish pin bar around the 150 MA. Previously, here also bounced before 150 MA, here also bounced before. So I believe that this will be the very strong signal that will be going to bounce zones. And then if you look into details, this is also kind of the horizontal support, bounced up 1 time, 2 time, this is the 3rd time already. Next one, Visa, right, the aggressive intrinsic value is 222, conservative intrinsic value is $205, current price is 196.71, and then this also a pin bar in 200 MA, very strong. Previously also bounced up around 200, between the 150 to 200. Then this is also a very good horizontal support here. Bounce 1, 2, 3, this is a 4th time with the pin bar. I also believe that this is a signal that potentially the price of Mastercard and the Visa could reverse back out into the all-time high. Even they reverse into their intrinsic value, is also can get a very nice profit. Okay, so this is all the sharing for today. So I know that you might think that current price is very low, all these things is my portfolio is suffering very big huge losses, and then those people are saying that I want to buy gold, I want to buy oil and gas, the stock. but please then know that in the long term, the oil and gas and the gold is actually underperform of all those that the very good technology stock and then Amazon and Google, those communication services stock. So just make your own judgments, continue to hold, then you will have the reward in the end of the year. Thank you very much.